beautiful start to the day so far. No sunshine yet, but we'll be seeing it shortly. And not much cloud cover out there. 68 degrees, feeling nice and pleasant. Humidity at 45%, a little bit drier out this morning. You'll notice that. And as we go into the afternoon, because of the drier air that started to work its way into the state yesterday, we're going to see fewer storms around once again today, with storms mainly targeting the northern mountains and then parts of northeast New Mexico. A little bit of leftover cloud cover out across the western high terrain. We could see a stray thunderstorm or two there just because of the higher terrain, but overall a lot of dry air in place, so it's going to be tough for us to get that going. As for the weekend, changes are going to be moving in, and that's going to bring in more rain. As for today, again, that front still is going to try to linger over the area. Yesterday, you may have noticed late yesterday afternoon, the winds really kicking up from the east here in the metro area. We could see that happen again tonight, so be prepared for some of that gusty winds, and that's going to set up the day tomorrow for us to get more storms going. So a few storms here and there, the western high terrain, again, the mountains and up in the northeast. That's where we'll see the focus for any thunderstorm activity today, and then tomorrow and going into Sunday, we're going to see that southerly flow return. It's going to bring in more moisture across much of central and western New Mexico, and that's going to mean more storms across the state. Southeast New Mexico still really going to have a tough time getting this moisture into that area, but we may see a stray storm or two there, especially as we go through the day tomorrow. And then by the early part of next week, this high is going to shift right back over the state, and that is going to really limit any thunderstorms that we see going into next week. In fact, we'll be looking at more of a dry trend going into next week. By Monday, most of the moisture getting pushed to central and western New Mexico, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to get that moisture backed off even more. So temperatures will go up next week, and we're also going to see the chance for storms go down. For the weekend, though, a little bit of a drop in the temperatures, and we'll have to watch for those storms in the afternoon, especially up in the mountains. As far as temperatures go right now, not too bad. 68 in Albuquerque, low 70s in the southeast, Santa Fe at 56, and up in the Four Corners, we're starting off in the 40s and 50s, 47 in Durango, feeling really nice up that way, a little crisp this morning. Same thing up in Alamosa at 43 right now. Southern Colorado, just a few thunderstorms will be around this afternoon, so the active weather moving out of this area for today, but for the weekend, we'll see an uptick in those storms, and then we'll start to dry things out for next week. Your forecast for the Northwest, slight chance for a few storms here and there, really nothing major for you today. It's going to be a little dry to get the storms going today. We'll see better chances as we go into the weekend, then heating up and drying out for next week. Southwest New Mexico, mix of sun and clouds. May see a couple of stray storms up in the higher terrain in and around Silver City as well. Highs around Silver City in the mid 80s, and then we'll see better chances for rain and a few more storms as we go into the weekend. Next week, drying things out even in the southwest. For the southeast, our rain chances staying fairly slim here. We may be able to squeeze out a storm or two as we go into the weekend, but after the weekend, our chances go to none as we really dry things out next week. Highs will stay mainly in the mid-90s, but a little bit better than where we have been, so at least we're getting rid of some of the triple-digit heat for now. Your forecast for the Northeast, scattered thunderstorms today. Some of these could be on the strong side, and then for the weekend, we'll see even more storms around as more moisture moves back into the area. Fewer storms for next week. Northern mountains, more thunderstorms this afternoon, and we'll see more widespread activity as we go into the weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. So if you're headed to the mountains, if you have weekend plans up that way, just make sure you keep an eye to the sky and keep a close eye on things. In the mornings, you should be okay, but in the afternoon, with the moisture moving back in, we'll certainly see a few storms here and there, so something to watch. East Mountains, highs in the mid to upper 80s with the chance for storms mainly late in the day and in the evening hours. And for the metro area, highs today in the low 90s. It's going to be pretty hot for us this afternoon. Slight chance for a storm today, better chances tomorrow and Sunday. Highs will be in the mid 80s, so cooling off a little bit. Next week, we're back to the low 90s as we go through, especially the middle part of next week. We're really going to be drying things out, and we're going to see fewer storms around.
All right, thank you.